Let's go! Woo! Over the middle, and it's complete to Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson makes someone miss. Garrett Wilson's loose to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Breece Hall cuts up the middle. Breece Hall's loose. Breece Hall's gone. Breece Hall is gone. He walks into the end zone. Josh Allen fires it over the middle. Intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks off Allen. Sauce Gardner, let's go! The rookie picks off Josh Allen. Win it. Get ball. Oh my God. Drops back to pass. He fires it over the middle. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson! The New York Jets tie the football game! The rookie! The Jets win! The Jets win! Ashton Davis, ices the game! Let's go! Handoff Quinton Williams with the tackle for loss. That's a loss of 5 yards. Josh Allen is going to fire up a bomb. Josh Allen, Sauce Gardner's there for the game winner! The New York Jets beat the Buffalo Bills and improve to 6-3 on the year. Sauce Gardner! Yeah! That's how we get on the ball, boy! Yeah! Yo, Jets Nation, we got some news to talk about. The Jets have officially signed Allen Lazard. According to Jordan Schultz on Twitter, he was first with the news. Allen Lazard inks in a 4-year deal for the New York Jets for $44 million, $11 million AAV, around $22 million guaranteed. That's a great freaking contract for the New York Jets. 4-year deal. Around $11 million for a guy that is an absolute menace as a blocker, 6'5" beast, coming off a 60 reception season, 788 yards and 6 touchdowns. Not to mention Aaron Rodgers' good friend and best teammate from last season, his #1 target from last year. And this is one of those moves that the Jets had to go out there and fill in the void. And it does feel like Corey Davis is going on. Now, he's still in the roster right now. So I don't know when they're going to get rid of Corey Davis, whether that's going to be a cut or he's going to be included in the trade for Aaron Rodgers eventually or another trade. I don't know. But we're basically replacing Corey Davis with Allen Lazard with the same exact contract. So if anybody's saying that we overpaid for Allen Lazard, I don't think they understand what the wide receiver market is like. A guy that's 27 years old in the prime of his career is going to get a contract like this in today's NFL. That is the NFL's market. We're literally replacing Corey Davis' contract with Allen Lazard's contract. That is a phenomenal job from the Jets. And I do think that the Jets are going to be signing and in on Allen Lazard regardless of Aaron Rodgers because of the connection of Nathaniel Hackett, because of the need that we have at that specific style receiver with Corey Davis walking. So that is a big-time signing for the New York Jets. I'm excited, man. Everybody hit that thumbs up button. We're just getting started on the show. I know I'm a little late to the party. The news broke like 45 minutes ago, but we're still live 45 minutes later. I know you guys are waiting for me, and I'm happy that you guys are still with me. And let's freaking go, man. We're still waiting for the Aaron Rodgers situation. We also saw a report that Aaron Rodgers has a list of free agents that he wants the Jets to be targeting. Well, we got one of the 4, and that one of them was Allen Lazard. The other 3 were indeed Randall Cobb, Mercedes Lewis, and you guessed it, Odell Beckham Jr. So let's go. This is what we like to see, baby. And again, for anybody think that the Jets are paying too much money and this is an overpay, they do not understand football. They do not understand the market of today's NFL. If you are hitting the open market at 27 years old, coming off these stats, being durable, this is the contract you will be getting regardless anywhere. I honestly think this is a bargain of a contract. I thought that a team would have to overpay for him and give him 13 to 15 mil per year. Getting him for 11 per year? Newsflash, we're not signing him to be the #1 receiver. We already have that man, and his name is Garrett Wilson. For the people, again, I'm going to say it. For the people that think this is an overpay, they do not understand today's NFL market. They are simply coming in here and hating. So allow them to do that. Allow them to do just that. Jacoby Myers got a similar contract. Was that an overpay? We're going to see all the wide receivers get signed this offseason to similar deals. And I'm excited for this deal for the New York Jets, man. Let's go. And by the way, it's only a $22 million guaranteed deal. So, again, for the people that don't understand how the NFL contracts work, they're going to see the $44 million and they're going to think that they're giving him all that. And that's not true. But allow the uneducated people just to say it's overpaid to get the clicks. I'll allow it to happen just for the sakes of things. But Jets fans, my Jets fans, this is a good sign because that tells you that the New York Jets have one of the pieces that will entice Aaron Rodgers to come to the New York Jets. And I'm excited that this is going to happen. And I really believe that this is inevitable, bro. It's inevitable. And I think that the New York Jets and Aaron Rodgers are working things out behind the scenes, and they could be waiting just a little bit behind the closed door, figuring out ways to get the Jets into the building with Aaron Rodgers. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Allen Lazard would have got paid literally the same contract from any other team, but he chose to come to the Jets. These people don't know what they're talking about. Not beating the Finns. We already beat y'all last year. We'll beat you again this year. How about that? Let's go. Let's go. Huff second-year tender. Yep. We got that. Orlando Brown to the Bears. Is that true? I don't know if I don't see that. Hey, man, I'm just excited. I wanted Allen Lazard. He was on my wish list before the Aaron Rodgers situation even arose. Right when we got Nathaniel Hackett, right when we saw that Corey Davis is going to be out, I wanted Allen Lazard. He is an ascending young player who is an absolute dog in the block game. He's a red zone threat. He has like 13 touchdowns in the last 2 seasons. He's a 6'5" menace on the perimeter. Let's freaking go. We have him. Now listen to the wide receiver room, folks. Garrett Wilson, Allen Lazard, Elijah Moore, and Denzel Mims, assuming Corey Davis is out. And then we also were probably going to add maybe a Randall Cobb. Maybe an Odell Beckham Jr. Who knows? My man Dylan's in the chat. More better stay. More ain't going nowhere. I still don't get where all these Jets fans are getting their worries about Elijah Moore leaving. He is not going anywhere. Elijah Moore staying. I promise you. Let's go, baby. The signing definitely signals Rodgers is here. Oh, absolutely, man. Even though I will say that I think the Jets were targeting Allen Lazard regardless of the whole Aaron Rodgers situation. I think that he was on their radar from the start of this whole thing. We do not need taller wide receivers. LOL, what? 3 of our 5 are 6'3". Allen Lazard is replacing Corey Davis, my man. Davis is most likely gone. So he's replacing Corey. So now we have Allen Lazard and Denzel Mims as that outside big body receiver. Rich, where are we putting old receivers? Where are we putting old is receivers? Well, he's not old. He's 27. If you're referring to Randall Cobb, he'll be just a backup in the rotation, a little familiar face for Rodgers. Why are people saying we overpaid LMAO? We are saving money with this move. The people that are saying that, Francisco, are haters that are uneducated and want to come on here and just troll. Because we literally are saving money and they don't know anything. That's the funny thing about it. Zach got a lot of weapons for 24. Ah, funny. Another thing, guys, We need a receiver next to Garrett Wilson for his tenure here, and that's going to be Alan Lazard because we have Garrett Wilson for cheap control for another 3 years until we're going to have to start to pay Garrett Wilson, and Alan Lazard is that man. Why would you trade more for Cobb? We're not trading more for Cobb. Guys, what is with you guys? I don't get it. Where is this Elijah Moore being traded stuff coming from? Just because he requested a trade last year because of Mike LaFleur and Zach Wilson, that does not stand right now. Elijah ain't going nowhere. And Randall Cobb is a free agent, so you don't have to trade for him. Moore wanted out because of the coordinator of LaFleur and the quarterback of Zach Wilson. Now you bring in what, did he tweet something that I'm missing or something recently? Let me check. Oh, exactly. It's the exact tweet I thought. He tweeted something that had nothing to do with football, and everyone twisted it. And then he quote tweeted it, literally saying, "My tweet has nothing to do with football." You guys are reading way too much into something, bro. I promise. I promise you that. What he said. But this is some good news, man, because the Jets are making moves. And free agency is here, baby. Free agency is here. Let's go. Everybody hit that thumbs up button on your way into the show. Let's get it going. Everybody hit that thumbs up button for your boy. Let's get it going, baby. Do you want OBJ? Now, I don't know where OBJ would fit. We saw OBJ on Twitter putting a little eye emoji to Snacks recruiting him. But I really don't see where OBJ would fit. I'd prefer the Jets go somewhere else. But at the same time, if you're telling me Odell Beckham Jr. is coming to the Jets, I mean, come on. I guess you gotta roll with it, right? I guess you gotta roll with it. Do you think we need another wide receiver, or do you think we're good after the signing? So we cut Braxton Berrios, and assuming Corey Davis is gone, we still have another receiver hole to fill. Huff hit with a second-round tender. Would love to hang on to those young playmaker. So is the Bryce Huff news becoming official? Because that's not new news. That came out Monday or yesterday. Is that Bryce Huff news becoming official? Let me check. Yes, Bryce Huff did get the second-round tender. Yeah, I mean, that's not new news, but that's good news. Do you think we overpaid Allen? No. This is the market for a wide receiver at this position, especially at this age and at those stats. If you're putting up 60 catches, 788 yards, and 6 touchdowns, and look at his season prior to that, you're going to net this type of contract. The same contract we gave Corey Davis. It's the NFL market. I don't know why it's so mind-blowing to some of you guys. I think it would be a mistake. Honestly, Elijah Moore has 2 years of cheap control here. Why would you do that? People are underrating that man, I swear. I think that the Corey Davis is going to be included in the Aaron Rodgers trade. Now, this is the question we also be asking. What number will Aaron wear? My man, it's 22 mil guaranteed. Don't look at the 44 million and think that's what they're giving him. It's 11 million per year, 22 guaranteed. I swear. Do people know how contracts work? Moore is now officially the slot. Why do you think they let go of Braxton? I don't know what else to tell you guys. Elijah ain't going nowhere, guys. If they did, it would be a mistake. Guys, okay, for the people that continuously say this is an overpay, let me just break it down. This is essentially a 2-year, $22 million contract. Okay? For people that don't get contracts, listen. This is a 2-year. Oh, I dropped my phone. This is basically a 2-year, $22 million contract. That's the guaranteed money. You think that's an overpay? That's what it essentially is. If he continuously balls out, if Alan Lazard puts up career numbers, then the Jets won't cut him. If he's a bust, he'll get out of that contract in 2 years. All right? That's how it works. When you got to look at the guaranteed money. And this is a good deal. It's a 2-year, $22 million contract. But it says 4 years, $44 million. I'm just trying to make sure that you guys know what you're talking about. Because if you're going to hate with knowledge. Fernando with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, man. When the Hall of Fame QB tells you to get 3 to 4 guys on a list to join you, you do everything you can. I want playoff football, not Jacoby Brissett. Yes, Fernando. Let's go. Now, I will say again that I think that Alan Lazard was on the Jets' radar even before the Jets were in on Aaron Rodgers because for a lot of reasons. But this is definitely an intriguing sign that the Jets are going after and signing a player like Aaron Lazard, who was his teammate for 5 years, 4 or 5 years. Let's go. This is what we like to see, baby. Thank you, Fernando, for the $5 super chat, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Let's get it going. All right. So now, what's the next move? That's the next thing that we got to figure out. What's the next move? I think that. What do you guys think about the other moves around the NFL? Darren Waller going to the Giants. That came out of nowhere. Everyone listen to my man Sean. Smash that like button. Let's get it going, baby. We got another stream about the breaking news that happened a couple, what was that, like an hour ago or so? Let's go. I'm very confused. So are we getting Rodgers? It seems very likely, but it just hasn't been happy yet. It just has not been official yet. Hasn't been confirmed yet. So it's not official, but all the stars are aligning for the Jets to get Aaron Rodgers. Stay tuned, baby. Moose City, his blocking can't be understated too. He is a blocking grade. Yes, he is literally one of the best blockers in the NFL. And for people that don't think that's valuable, it is in a Nathaniel Hackett ran system. You got to have in an outside zone system with Breece Hall. We need a wide receiver on the outside that can just take away a corner, take away that guy, because that's an extra man to help out to get those home run. This is a big time move. He's a red zone threat. He's a possession receiver. And he's a big time, big body blocking receiver. And this is what the market is for receivers like Alan Lazard. When we were talking about Alan Lazard this morning, so that the Jets were closing in on a deal, this is the exact contract that I expect. I'm still hoping for Jamal Williams. That will be unreal. But I do want to give another quick shout out to Moose City for the $5 super chat, my man. Thank you. Ben Jones for center is a perfect fit. I agree. I love that. Why not sign Mercedes Lewis? Well, he is 38 years old, and that's just I feel like getting listen, you can't fault Aaron Rodgers for wanting his familiar friends here because he's leaving the Packers for the first time in his career, and he wants to have his familiar faces, familiar foes to kind of add some, continuity to his. I don't blame him for that. Let's do it. An overpaid contract. 2 years, $22 million is the actual deal, guys. Educate yourselves. Come on. We got Lazard for a very fair price. Good move. It's a great move. Him next to Garrett Wilson and Elijah Moore is going to be some fun, man. We had a Packers fan saying, if you want to see the type of blocker Lazard is, just watch the Christmas Day game versus Miami last year for us. He knocked down 3 wide receivers on a block play. Oh, of course he did against the Dolphins. I would love to watch that game now that you mention it. So the last 2 years for Lazard, he had 8 touchdowns 2 years ago and 6 touchdowns um, last year. That's 14 touchdowns in 2 seasons. In 2 years, let's do the math. In 2 years, the man had 100 catches, 1,301 yards, and 14 touchdowns in 2 seasons. That is the exact contract. 2-year, $22 million fully guaranteed. Stretch it out to 4 years, 44 mil. That's the market price, baby, for a receiver his caliber. And also, shout out to Alan Lazard because he came up as an unrestricted free agent. So good for him. Good for him for getting paid. That's a big deal for his at an individual standpoint. So congratulations to Alan Lazard and his camp. Monster, thank you, man, for the $5. Great member of the channel. Other than Rodgers, Denzel Perriman seems like a best fit for the Jets. Denzel Perriman. That's a name I haven't heard linked to the Jets. I mean, I guess you can link that man to the Jets, but I mean, we re-signed Quincy Williams, right? I mean, how old is Denzel? He's 30 years old. I guess he will fill in the void for Quan Alexander, maybe. We'll see. You never know what the Jets are up to. Appreciate the $5, my man. Jimmy Ward is going to Houston. CJ Gardner-Johnson is probably going to want to get the bag. Why not Bobby Wagner? We have CJ Mosley. OBJ, by the way, for the people that want him, answer this question. You think this is an overpay, 11 mil per year? Odell Beckham Jr. wants between 15 to $20 million per year. What do you think about that? That's an overpay. A man who is 1 year removed from playing football wants 15 to $20 million in his 30s. Wants 15 to 20 mil. Now, for the people that want Odell Beckham Jr., you think he's worth that much money? Or would you rather pay less for a 6'5", 227 blocking red zone threat? That's what I need to put you guys into perspective. 15 plus mil is an overpay for a receiver. Let's get Jordan Poyer. I don't think that's going to happen. He's probably going to Miami if I had to guess. All right. So the breaking news of Alan Lazard came around an hour ago. James Bradbury is returning to the Eagles. Oh, that's big for them. What did Myers get versus Lazard? The same deal, but less years. He got a 3-year, $33 million contract for literally the same deal, $11 million per year. Check something. Yeah, so he got around the same deal. OBJ for 9 mil. I mean, I'd do that, but he's not looking for that. I don't see the need to get OBJ or another wide receiver because we already have a number one in Garrett and a number two in Lazard. We also have more. Yeah, that's why I don't see us going after OBJ. I think Randall Cobb would be the smart answer, unless they just want crazy and just load it up. Oh man, Aaron Rodgers will be on the Pat McAfee show tomorrow at 1 p.m. Breaking. Oh gosh. Will we get news before then? Oh man. Woo-wee. So Aaron Rodgers will be on the Pat McAfee show tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. That's some crazy stuff. Now we are going to get that means we're getting an answer because there's no way Rodgers is going on the Pat McAfee show without knowing that he's announcing where he's going to go. That's where we find out. We're finding out tomorrow, baby. Okay. Buckle up. Now, is there going to be an announcement beforehand? I bet you not, because this has been my theory this whole time that Aaron Rodgers has a personal thing against these national inside reporters that he wants to announce on his terms. He does not want to give Rappaport, Schefter, all these guys the luxury of profiting off of his decision. So he wants to make his decision himself. And the timing is working out because that's the new league year. The new league year begins tomorrow. That's some craziness stuff, bro. That's some craziness stuff. Woo! Do we do a Pat McAfee watch show party tomorrow or what? I love this narrative, by the way. Like this is a bad thing, Alex. Like I'm upset with this. Yeah, I've had a quarterback my entire life of being on this planet Earth as a Jets fan. So yeah, I'm desperate for a freaking Hall of Fame quarterback to come to the Jets. And do I care? Absolutely not. I embrace it. How about that? You should be desperate. You guys got two at your quarterback. Just saying. If A-Rod don't go to Jets, what's the backup plan? Lamar Jackson. Lamar is the only option I have for you. Let's go. Pat McAfee show Tomorrow at 1. He's going to do like the LeBron James announcement. Remember that? He's gonna do the LeBron James to the Miami Heat announcement, but coming to New York. Oh my. Things are getting wild over here. Things are getting wild over here, ladies and gentlemen. Alan Lazard is a Jet. Even though this news hasn't really broken through the inside sources yet. It's just been Jordan Schultz, which is kind of interesting, by the way. Now, I have a question for you guys. Do you think the Aaron Rodgers news is going to break before he gets on the Pat McAfee show? Probably not. I hope that the news is broken and then he goes on the Pat McAfee show to announce why he made the moves. Garofalo confirmed it. Let me check. I mean, I believe it's happening. Oh, yeah. Soon to be former Packers wide receiver Alan Lazard. He and the Jets finalizing. There it is. There it is, baby. Isn't Lazard the same weapon Rodgers was complaining about? No, Rodgers actually wants Lazard to join him. If you didn't see the report earlier, Lazard was on the list of people that Aaron Rodgers wants. Aaron Rodgers and Al Lazard are good friends, and that was his favorite target last year. You're thinking of all the rookies and the young players that was on the Packers last year that he was growing frustrated with, not Lazard. Lazard was his number one option last year. What up, Jimmy? Block this loser already. It's all right. We welcome the hate in because they jealous, and I love it. They salty, and I love it. They won't admit it, and I love it even more. Let's get it going. So is OBJ wide receiver 1? No. Even if he does come, this is Garrett Wilson's freaking wide receiver room. This is Garrett Wilson's receiver room. Richie, A-Rod in this day and age has kept this to himself and out of the media. He will announce during Pat's show when the camera is on him. I agree. Mike White, extend Sauce for life right now. I wish. But Lazard isn't a 1. We know come better than that. And that's the beauty. We signed Alan Lazard, and that's not going to be his number 1 option like he was in Green Bay. Now, what does that tell you? He's wide receiver, number 3. You can say 2 or 3. How about that? That tells you how bad. Who is wide receiver 2 then? Lazard? Yeah, Lazard or Elijah Moore. What? For sure. I think we have, Garrett Wilson's the number 1. And then you got Elijah Moore and Alan Lazard as number 2 and 3. Tomorrow at 12, but he comes on at 1. Garrett Wilson is number 1, baby. You already know the vibes. Lazard dirty work in the run game. Absolutely. Wilson 1, 2 Elijah, 3 Lazard. Facts. I love it. What is the Super Bowl window for Jets with Rodgers? Every year he's here. Schefter said that he may not announce tomorrow. Schefter doesn't know anything about Rodgers. Just, I don't know if you realize that by now. Schefter thinks he knows, but he doesn't. He know nothing. So you're saying we have Wilson and Lazard on the outside and Moore in the slot? I'll take that. Yeah, I mean, how can you be upset with that, bro? That sounds freaking fun. What role do you think Mims plays? Do you think he might go to the Packers in the trade? No, I do not think he's going to go in the Packers for the trade because Denzel Mims is the backup to Alan Lazard. There's this concept. It's called depth that every position group needs. So Denzel Mims is going to be the depth behind Lazard because injuries happen. And if Lazard goes down, Mims is up. You need to have backups in this league, and that's what Mims' role will be. And he'll also be involved in, even when Lazard is healthy, Mims will still get some chances. So with Aaron Rodgers going on the Pat McAfee show tomorrow, that's going to be something, man. Carl Lawson tweeted, "To become superhuman, oh, what a price." I love it. All right. So that's why I feel like today and yesterday people were tuning into the Pat McAfee show hoping for an Aaron Rodgers decision. I'm like, don't you think we would know if Rodgers is going to be on here beforehand? And now he gives us the announcement. Richie, none of the fake news knows anything about Rodgers. That's why they're so pissed off and won't report anything, which is kind of hilarious. It is hilarious. It's freaking hilarious how Rodgers is playing with the media. Was he on McAfee today? No, he was not. It was also great to see how frustrated those supporters are and how self-centered they are not to report the news. Facts. What will Lazard wear? Good question. He can't wear 13. He can't wear 3. He can't wear 83. So he's going to have to think of a new number. Let's get to 200 likes. Listen to my man Rich. We got 181 likes with 700 people watching. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's get it going. I'm going to add it to the banner because I see a lot of people. Aaron Rodgers will be on Pat McAfee show tomorrow at 1 p.m. Did I go live during that stream? I think so. You guys think I should be live during the Pat McAfee show tomorrow? Yes, 13 was retired, which is why I said he can't be 13. Not 200 likes, 500. Oh, Megan is shooting for the stars. I love it. Richie, did you see Sauce and Garrett's tweets? Are you talking about recently or a couple days ago, Josh? Yeah. Josh, my man, they don't know anything. They're referring to the same report of Trey Wingo, and Garrett Wilson even said himself, I ain't gonna fake it. I thought Davbro was the news break I thought I was waiting for. And I remember some of you guys were like, Look at Dov Kleiman's tweet. Look at Dov Kleiman's tweet. I'm like, Dov Kleiman? He is not a source at all. Whatever he says doesn't mean anything. He's just basing his stuff off of another person's work. And that's what Garrett Wilson got fooled by, unfortunately. But Garrett Wilson's excited, though, because he retweeted the news of Alan Lazard coming to the – that's cool. I just tuned in. Rodgers on McAfee tomorrow. Y'all better stop playing with my emotions. No, we're not. We're not playing with your emotions, my man. He's coming on the McAfee show tomorrow. Wingo's clearly not a source either. Well, he's usually not a source, but we'll see. If Rodgers comes to the Jets, he was right, and he was first on it. The only reason why Wingo has any credibility is because of the news from last week of him breaking that the Jets and Rodgers in the first place. That's the only reason why he has any substance. People be hating on Rodgers till he signs with your team. Truth. Hey, man, hate is everywhere. It runs the world, just like the positive. You need yin and yang, baby. My man NYJ Matt's in the chat. Dov Kleiman to prison. Now, my man NYJ Matt, he has a personal relationship with Dov. He's going after him. Like, and that's what drives me nuts. That poor Garrett Wilson. I mean, like, I put the same type of tweets out where if there's a report that's a Jets related stuff, I'll say the same report and I'll give the source. But my reason for it is I like to get Jets fans' reactions underneath words. What's your thoughts? I like to engage you guys underneath the comments. But Dov, he makes it seem like he is the guy that's inside. I don't claim to have sources. I have no sources. And I never sit here and claim I do. Like Dov, that's the difference. Wingo been breaking Rodgers news for 3 years. Where you been, Richie? That's what I'm saying. And it is kind of wild that Wingo made that report like yesterday. My mic is a little finicky. Is that so? Testing. Is my mic a little finicky? Hold on, guys. Hello. Okay. Now you can hear me. It was muted. Hopefully it fixed it a little bit. Yes, we know, and we're excited. Let's go. Is Richie scared the Finns got Ramsey? Nah, I'm not scared, but it's definitely a good pickup for them. If you got Ramsey in his prime, maybe I'd be scared. Like, we got Sauce in his prime. That's a difference. You feel me? But that's definitely a big get for the Vic Fangio defense. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that the Jalen Ramsey addition for the Dolphins isn't a big get for you guys. Like, I'm not a fan that just, like, blindly hates because I can't admit a good move when I see one. It's a good move for the Dolphins. Definitely a good move. Matt Ryan released. All right, pivot to Matt Ryan. Pivot to Matt Ryan. It's a joke. 3 years, 38 mil for James Bradbury. We got DJ for a steal. Oh, yeah, we did. Most underrated corner in the league, bro. Ramsey's about to play his best year of his career. Oh, man. I don't think you realize how good he was with the Jaguars. Trey Wingo was the slap to reporters. The rest of this has been premeditated. Oh, yeah. It's been premeditated for a minute now. Elijah Moore will be good with Aaron Rodgers with the Jets next to Alan Lazard and Garrett Wilson. Is that what you meant to say? Yeah, because that's what's going to happen. You're not getting Elijah Moore, man. If you're a Packers fan, you're getting Corey Davis. Guys, I look at the little ticker on the bottom. Aaron Rodgers will be in the Pat McAfee show tomorrow. That's the latest news here. Now, I wonder how he's going to announce it. Imagine he just shows up with a Jets hat on? Let's go. Sign me up, baby. Sign me up. And that drama queen will get us a Super Bowl. Let him know, Jimmy. He's going to show up smoking a cigar with Joe Douglas. I'd love that. Could someone please tell me where to watch the Pat McAfee show tomorrow? It's on his YouTube channel. He's live at 12 every day. I know. I'm excited for it. Let's go, baby. Super Bowl. TD. Shout out to TD. Captain with the $5 super chat, my man, says, for those of us who haven't caught up, who was in the wish list Aaron Rodgers gave? So the wish list included Alan Lazard, check him off. It also included Randall Cobb, Mercedes Lewis, and Odell Beckham Jr. So one down. I don't think we're getting all four of them. And you also have to realize that this wish list is not a list that Rodgers said you got to get all these guys. He said try to get them, and if you could, great. It's not like y'all like, oh, you got to get them. No, he got Lazard. We'll probably get Cobb if I had to guess. That's more realistic. And if you get Mercedes Lewis, I mean, he's a good locker room guy. He's a veteran. He can help develop the young talent, but we have CJ Uzama, we have Tyler Conklin and Jeremy Ruckert. So kind of doesn't fit. But the Jets are showing their interest in Mercedes. Guys, Aaron Rodgers is coming on Jets Media tomorrow, not Pat McAfee show. Let's go. We want Alan Lazard is a Jet. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'll draw the line with with Lazard and Cobb. Yeah, I feel you. Veteran free agent quarterback Andy Dalton expected to reach agreement on a 2-year deal with the Carolina Panthers. Well, that's going to be their veteran next to their rookie, whoever they draft. The New York Packers are in town. Now, I like New York Packers, Green Bay Jets, whatever you want to call it. 4 wideouts set with Hall. Oh, yeah. Y'all should want Lewis, dead ass. I mean, he was a great player. He's just 38 years old. If he still got some juice left, he's a great blocker. I know that. He's one of the better blocking tight ends there has been. 44 mil for Lazard. Inflation is really high. It's 22 mil guaranteed. So think of it more as a 2-year, $22 million contract. The Jets can get out of it after 2 years. So this is not the NBA, folks. A lot of people every year in free agency don't get how contracts work, where they think that the Jets are linked to pay Lazard $44 million over 4 years. This is not how it works, bro. It's $11 million per year, and it's only 2 years guaranteed. Giants fleeced the Raiders. Yeah, it seems like the Raiders just want to get off that contract. So good move for the Giants for sure. Yeah, do you want to know why? Because Myers did 3 years and Lazard did 4. That's the difference. Do the math, my friend. 3 years, $33 million is $11 million per year. 4 years, $11 million is 44. And again, it's basically the same exact contract because Myers got how much guaranteed money did he get? Same amount. Basically the same contract. The Jets just have more leeway. If he plays well, then they can get him for that bargain of a deal because the market price is only going to go up. So it's not like it's the same year. 3 years, 33 mil. 4 years, 44 mil. Same exact contract, literally. Theodore with the $5 super chat. Aaron Rodgers is the ultimate stick-up kid, and he hasn't even joined the team yet. We'll see, man. I think tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow's the day, baby. Oh, man. Tomorrow is the day. Today is tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day. Theodore, thanks for the $5, my friend. Rodgers has to announce because it's the first day that teams can call Lamar, so the timing lines up. True. Yeah, might as well go after Eddie Lacy. Richie, they could have just waited. He has no dead cap after this year, so Giants are basically taking a Pro Bowl tight end for year 1 if he sucks. Yeah, I think it was a good move for the Giants. Guys, if you're just tuning into the show, make sure you hit that like button. And also, help me out. We are so close to 16K subs. So close. Could we break it on this stream? Could we break the news on this stream? Not the news, sorry. Could we break the 16K mark on this show? That will be pretty cool. Would be pretty cool. Oh, it says 16K. Let me refresh. Oh, we hit it. Let's go. Subs live. Let's go, baby. That's big time. Thank you, guys. Thank you all for hitting that subscribe button. That's 16,000 subscribers. That's big time, baby. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are the best. Seriously, man. 16K. You guys help me out in a big way. I'll become a Jet if I can join Jets Media on YouTube. Here comes Aaron Rodgers. Here he is. Knicks Media and Jets Media is top-notch content. Well, thank you, JR, for tuning in for both of my channels. I appreciate that, man. Aaron Rodgers, thanks for the $2. Get ready for the hate on the round table. Oh, I'm ready for it. Thank you all for congratulating me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's all because of you guys. Thank you. Christian Kirk got 17 mil for 900 last year. At this point, man, just tune out the haters because the ones that say overpaid are uneducated and trolls. It's just that simple. Rodgers only gave. Hey, man, any super chat means the world, bro. Doesn't matter. Rodgers can give me 1 cent. I'm gonna get Tyson to work on the thumbnail for tomorrow's show for the round two. I wonder how long until the NY media asks him about his vac status and Zach in the darkness. All kind of stupid crap, not Jets related. Well, this whole narrative that he can't handle the NY media, I think, is overblown because the Packers, even though it's Wisconsin, they have a big time media presence, just like the Jets. So he got asked all those hard hitting questions. He's going to get asked it all again. It's going to be fine. Jack and V Man owes us a song. They do. Garrett putting up 1,500 yards this season. Hell yeah. Have to pay him 22 mil if he backed out after basically making them do that. I think the Jets were going to be signing Alan Lazard regardless of Aaron Rodgers, personally. Is Garrett Wilson going to get a big-time deal? Rodgers, the new Jets GM. Hey, man, Brady did it. Why not Rodgers doing it? I'm cool with A-Rod. I think he'll be fine, but you know how negative the beat is here. Oh, yeah, I know. Andy Dalton to Carolina. Garrett will get a huge deal if he continues to do what he does. Oh, yeah, baby. Richie, what will your reaction be when Rodgers gets traded to the Jets? Tune in. Tune in. I won't be able to sleep tonight waiting on PMS. Pat McAfee show. Richie getting a Rodgers jersey if he announces tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit till that jersey becomes available. All right, I'm just gonna check Twitter. I haven't been on there in a little bit. See if there's anything I'm missing. Yeah, haven't really been anything new. Richard should have made that catch. What catch? I would have made it. Throw my way. Hey man, go watch my Jets Media Day vlog. I got a clip of me running routes and snagging some balls out of the air. I'm nice with it. Uh, Jet up. Let them know, Rich. Let them know. Now, I wonder if there's going to be any other news about anything else tonight. I think it kind of quieted down the Rodgers stuff. I think this Pat McAfee show announcement kind of quieted down the Rodgers watch tonight. Would you guys agree? Would you guys agree? Because I feel like knowing that he's going on the show tomorrow, we're not going to get any news about Rodgers. The only thing we're going to get maybe is the Jets signing other players. Like Randall Cobb, maybe, dare I say? I'll say this, guys. Randall Cobb is the icing on the cake to an Aaron Rodgers coming. Well, no doubt in my mind. Let's go. Let's go. So I'm on Twitter, and it feels like things are quieting down, folks. Alan Lazard signing with the Jets is big for a lot of reasons. It adds another weapon to the mix of the Jets receiver room. Now, the big question is, when will Corey Davis go? I think he's going to be included in the trade back to the Packers for Aaron Rodgers whenever that happens. We get a big body, 6'5", blocking red zone threat added to the wide receiver room. Garrett Wilson retweeted the tweet on Twitter, so he's a little excited about it, which is good to know. And I think that this is it, man. I think we get Cobb tonight or tomorrow. That's gonna be the icing on the cake, man. Did I see Carl Lawson's tweet about him becoming a superhuman? Is that what you're referring to? I did see that. Yeah, I saw that. That doesn't really have anything to do with the Jets. That just means he's going crazy in the offseason. I just need to remind you guys that every single tweet that a player in the NFL tweets does not mean it's football related. I just want to warn everybody about that. They're, we these players are not just football players; they're also human beings. But the fact that Aaron Rodgers is going on the McAfee show and we know about it, that's big time, man. That's big time. And we have a time. This is going to be this week is just legendary for the Jets, man. This has been a legendary week for us Jets fans. What a great addition. So we sign Lazard. And then we have to think about what's next. What is next, you may ask? It's a great question. Brees owned Miami's D in that first game. Yeah, Brees Hall single-handedly beat the Dolphins and our defense, of course. This will be the first season ever the Jets will beat the Eagles, thus breaking the Namath curse as we hoisted Lombardi. This is what I like to hear. Red zone threat. Haven't even thought about the draft. Me either. Rodgers will be on the Pat McAfee show tomorrow at 1. Yes, sir. We all know that, and we're excited about it. We're going to be live for it tomorrow. What time should I go live for it tomorrow? Brees Lightning. What a call. Iron Eagle. Legend. John Kuhn said his goodbyes to Rodgers as a Packer. As he should, because he's gone. Best ever so far. Yeah, John, and we haven't even really done anything yet. You think noon's a good time? I think so. That gives us an hour to prepare because that's when the Pat McAfee show begins. Or maybe like 11:30. We're gonna have a marathon tomorrow. I know that. We're gonna have a marathon show tomorrow. And I know that there's probably gonna be every single Jets YouTuber live at the same time. So I want you guys to try to put every single Jets YouTuber live at the same time. Support all of them, man. We're all every YouTuber out there does great stuff, man. I'm excited that we are continuing this journey together. And guys, I think the AFC's round. Hello, my mic unplugged. The AFC East roundtable might not be tomorrow. It might be Friday. Trey Wingo's in the chat. Nah, I will not be on Jets Talk 24/7 tonight. I was live for 3 hours earlier, live for another hour right now. I'm going to rest a little bit. We're going to be live all day tomorrow. But if breaking news happens tonight, I'll be live. Who's the Pats' best offensive weapon? Good question. They don't have one. Trey Wingo's the GOAT. As Bart said, can't wait. Yeah, so Aaron, it seems like we're getting the Rodgers news tomorrow at 1, which is really, really intriguing. You better not go on there and troll. That's he better pull. I like to move my talents to Florham Park, New Jersey, and join the New York Jets. That's all we need to hear. You know what? Don't even mention Jersey. Just mention I want to join the biggest city in the world, New York City, and join the Jets. Jersey doesn't need to be brought up. No offense to my Jersey fans. Oh, man. All kidding aside, Richie and the Jets deserve the Big Apple. Aaron. Big Apple Aaron. Hell yeah. Appreciate that. They hate us because they ain't us. You already know. I really hope you don't break it tonight. I'm not resting tonight. I'm just saying, like, I'm resting from not streaming. That's what I meant by resting. Like, I was streaming all day tonight, so I'm not going to stream tonight. There's a Knicks game on tonight, so I'm just going to watch that. But I'm ready to go if there's breaking news. If there's breaking news, I'm live. Don't get it twisted. I'm not resting like that resting. I'm resting in the perspective of not streaming resting, if that makes sense. What if he joins tomorrow and has some Jets gear on? That's where it really gets serious. That's where we start getting serious. Are you scared Rapid Schefter didn't confirm Lazard? No, I'm not, because Garofalo confirmed it. Has anyone seen Richie? Everyone seen Papalupo? Wish Richie was streaming from Sala and Douglas meeting room. Yeah, me too. Do you not know where he went, Megan? He went to the Miami Dolphins. What if he gets on tomorrow smoking a blunt with Lazard? Then we're really, really moving. My man Vern is definitely one stoner. I love it. What if he... Oh, I already read that. Thoughts on getting Julio? No. Whose jersey you getting? Got to be Rodgers. I held off on getting Zach Wilson's jersey, and I was smart about that because I learned my mistakes with Sam Darnold. I never bought a Zach Wilson jersey because I bought 2 Sam Darnold jerseys. and he never became the guy. So I think I'm going to be getting an Aaron Rodgers jersey immediately. I think that Corey Davis could be included in the deal to the Packers. So there hasn't been anything as of late yet. Here's a little preview of the New York Jets 2023 offense. If we get Aaron Rodgers, which is going to happen, we got Rodgers at quarterback, Breece Hall and Michael Carter at the running back, Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore, Alan Lazard, Conklin, and Uzama. What if we get OBJ too? That's not happening. I'm just joking. I'm kidding. I kid. I'm liking it. Hey, Richie, chances of Rodgers going on McAfee and declared retirement. That will be the biggest slap in the face because he's literally recruiting people to join the Jets. And, of course, can't forget my man Mims, right? Jets forever. Mercedes at tight end, potentially. Let's sign Jamal Williams. I'd be for it. Who's going to replace Alexander? That's a good decision. That's a good question. I don't know. I think we can bring Jamal for $4 million a year. I mean, he's coming off a 17 touchdown season, man. I think he's going to actually get more than the $4 million, but I'd love that. Did Quan sign elsewhere? No, he did not. Sherwood is the Mike linebacker. He's not an off ball like Quan. Jamian doesn't play. He's been developed as the Mike behind CJ. So it won't be Sherwood. They're not going to change his position. I want to bring Quan back. Where do you think Eckler's going? I don't know. Is Levon David available? Yeah, but we don't need him. We have CJ. And I remember people were like, oh, let's get Tremaine Edmonds and replace him with CJ Mosley. Here's another thing that people don't realize. Do people get the whole off-ball and on-ball linebacker situation? There's a difference. But guys, please do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's get it going. 329 likes with 500 people watching. Let's freaking go. We got Alan Lazard. And we're just getting started. My man Daniel's in the chat. What up, Dan? Yo, Richie, what if we could do a three-way trade with Packers and Ravens to get Rodgers? What would the Ravens include? You're talking about Lamar? Where would Lamar go? Why would the Ravens be involved? More because the Packers don't need Lamar. They're rolling with Jordan Love. But I don't think a three-way trade needs to happen. I think the Jets and the Packers can do it one just Jets and Packers trade. But you never know. Smoking a blunt with Salah. I love it. Rich, Roger says, take them glasses off. I don't like them. Well, these glasses are not to help me see better. They're to protect my eyes from. You see that light, that ring light? Protect my eyes from that because I go live for hours and hours and hours. And if I didn't have these are blue light glasses, by the way. These protect my eyes from the light. Okay? That's the reason for it. Sorry if you don't like them. But we're going to wrap up the show here, guys. The Jets land Alan Lazard. If there's any other breaking news, I'll be back here to break it down to you guys. Thanks for tuning in to media. If I don't see you tonight, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Let's go freaking Jets. It's been a fun ride with you guys. And I'll catch you next time. Hit that thumbs up button on your way out. And I'm excited, man. We got a lot of fun things on your way. The AFC East is ours for the taking. How about that, Patriots fans? Dolphins fans, huh? What you got to say about that? Bills fans, we're coming. And if you don't believe we're coming, well, we keep doubting us. Keep counting us out. We love it. This man, Evil Empire Patriots, wishes he was still at an Evil Empire. Your time is over, Evil Empire. You're now the rebellion, the crappy little rebellion. Let's go, baby. Shout out to my Jets fans in the chat. Love you all. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.